Hello everyone, it's Mel from Everything Marmy. How are you all doing today? Let's hope we are in frame and not too many distractions. Of course, my pencil pouches are like lining the outside and my cute little ruler just hit the floor. Isn't that cute? Alrighty. I didn't really know what to do, and I never actually really do, so there's a shocker with today's video. I do want to say thank you for hearing me out yesterday, and but I wanted to show you these because I'm missing 2023, and if anybody has a 2023 Hobonichi pen, preferably in Canada, would you like to do a trade? I have some Hobonichi goodies that I would even trade, like I have a ton of these ones, for example, but I have other goodies that I'd be willing to trade for the 2023 because I don't believe I have it. So I have the 2021, which is the blue one, all blue. And keep in mind, these can be unscrewed and screwed onto these parts too. So 2021, I think this is 2022. Yes, and this one is the one with the spoon that I got off of eBay. Then 2023 is missing. Here is 2024, 2025, and 2026. I'd love to have the 2023 right in there, you guys. So if anybody has one, I will make it worth your while, especially if you are in Canada, because we don't have to do all the mailing stuff. But even if you're in the States, we'll figure it out. I don't mind having a cry over it. Okay, so that was the first order of business because I love my Hobonichi pens. I absolutely do. This, of course, is my Hobonichi Cousin Avec. My last video, I did the weeks and the dailies, kind of, sort of. Let me just see if I finished off the dailies. I had a request to show the stickers, so hopefully I'll have time for that, and likely I will. Another part of my Amazon order showed up today. I might show you that as well. You guys, I have been spending on my hobby this year. Crazy. And I think it's because it's like retail therapy, honest to God. Retail therapy. I have experienced quite a bit of, let's just say, some changes, a lot of changes. First of all, let's start out with the two phenomenal changes. Me jumping from a grandma, or a marmy, if you will, of 3 to nearly 5. My daughter yesterday just went across the pond. Today she is now on the flight to Japan. And various other issues that have come up this year. So I'm just looking at this, pink or blue. I should put a blue one in here, right? Instead of the double of that one. We'll put that one away, that one up there. I think the blue one sits in here much better, does it not? With the colors? Yeah, this is an old cover too. So yeah, I truly believe that that's what I've been doing. I'm hoping we're all adults here and that we all understand that not everybody can do this. I understand not everybody can go out and just buy whatever they want. I've paid my dues, you guys. Not only have I paid my dues, but it's just a different time of my life. you know, like I think a different decade of my life, I should say. So let's see if I actually did anything. And let me just put my phone on pause for the hour, because when I didn't do that, I didn't know how long it was, because I'm still downstairs. I still have my better camera upstairs. And I keep meaning to film upstairs, but I'm a creature of habit. So yesterday was the 12th. No, it wasn't. It was the 13th. So I never did that. So I have to, I'm going to use these pens here. These are the Uniball 1, and I think they're not, I'm going to hold it up close, you guys, because, and then that way you can screenshot it and zoom if you want, because my eyesight is terrible. Okay. So I did get a pack of 2, and then I noticed Hobonichi had their matching colors, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. I'm not going to be matchy-matchy. Absolutely not. But you know what? I went on Amazon and got these. They just came now, just now. So I get 8 colors. And then I'm going to test another brand of pens out as well. I am a stationery hound, you guys. I can't help it. And I'll be this way until the day I die. There's no doubt in my mind. And I do donate quite a few of my stationery items to the high schools, to the peer group that's around the corner. I try, if I'm not using them, to allocate them elsewhere to kids who need them. And so, you know, I really do try to, what comes in, what goes out, not because I'm sweet or kind or any of those nice words, which, you know, that would all be like great, but I'm not going to sit here and fluff my feathers. That's not the point. I do it for selfish reasons, which is because I can't handle clutter. It makes me like, what's the word, Mel? Uncomfortable. So I got these 8 colors. So I have no idea if these 8 colors match the book, but I will look at them later. I do have 2 more packages coming in, one from Uniball, which has 6, so hopefully the 12 colors will come in. I will do the bulk of my Hobonichi writing in the Uniball. I love it, love it, love it. It's 0.5. These are 0.7, but I also love the barrel of the Uniball ones. Do you see? Because they are literally as thick as these ones, except the Hobonichi ones have this grip down at the bottom, which softens it on your hand. So yeah. Okay, so that being said, I did unbox those before I turned on the camera, and I had to whip off somewhere, or I would have done this video a lot earlier. I still haven't done, oh my goodness, let's see, I still have to do this. So the printables, I want to do that. Look how dark these are. Oh my God, I love them. From James and Courtney. I noticed Monique has some printables that she's been doing up too, so I might as well put those in my file if I can figure it out. I still have not charged my iPad Air. You guys, who does this? Who buys a beautiful machine like this and not get to it? Me. That's how you know you have something severely wrong mentally, okay? Because when you're too tired, I don't care about it. It'll sit in the box for 100 years. I wanted to get to it, and I will, but I haven't. So I need to charge up my iPad. I did get the additional warranty on it. I don't normally. And as for cleaning, well, let's see. Do I have stickers? I know I have stickers. I have tons of stickers, you guys. Let me just find some. I've been kind of going through my sticker stash too, kind of sorting them out. That book can't go there. That's my pre-planning book. Okay, you go over there. So I ended up with 2 of these planner sticker books because I thrift, and one was like $3. So, but one of the sheets was cut wrong. So I'm going to put vacation and vacation for my daughter. And I won't lie to you guys, when I dropped her off and her friend showed up and I was driving away, teared up. My daughter is 29 years old, you guys, and I'm still crying about it. Yes, I am. It's a me issue. It is. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's see what other stickers we have here. I put the mountain because of Mount Fuji and the map. Okay, so that's good. Road trip and flight. I put an airplane for her today. So again, I'm asking if you're praying, people, pray for my daughter that she's safe. I know she will be, you guys. It's just me. Me. It's all about me. I should have really put the mild liners down first. It was raining beautifully this morning, you guys. I was so happy about it, and then it stopped. Part of the reason I was happy about the rain is we haven't had rain in a while, and we really need it. And we're being teased by it. So, okay. I'm just gonna put a little bit of green at the bottom here of mild liners. This A6 here, it doesn't have structure. None of my books have real structure in it. And I'm okay with that. In fact, I prefer it. I'll show you what I've done to some of the things. In the EVAC that will prove that I don't follow convention. Those I'm going to put over here. And then I'm just going to add second day of pain, which let's not get into, shall we? Okay, so I really was talking about organizing stationery from summer to fall, and I still need to do that, do up a box. I have a December Christmas kind of box, or holiday box, or whatever kind of box you might want to call it, with traditional stickers, with things like that. But it's Sunday today. I've decided Sundays I'm not going to worry so much about housework unless it's going to cause me health problems. So I'm going to put up here rest day. And then if, in brackets, if I putter with music, bonus. that takes all pressure off of me, you guys. And that's exactly what I need to do, is remove the pressure of saying, no, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. No, I don't. I do have to change out purses. That is kind of key. Let's do blue up here. Change out purse for season. Because right now I'm just walking around basically with my keys and my wallet and my phone, and it's just too many things. So I have to do that, but it's not like an immediate thing. I did get an appointment for the Life Labs. My daughter actually did that before she left my vehicle. Set that up for me so I don't have to wait. So bless her heart. Because it's a walk-in clinic. However, they have appointments, and you could be in line prior to those people coming behind you, and then they can get on their phone and book the appointment and jump in front of you. And I've had that happen so many times that, like, my head was spinning. So today here, the Monday, tomorrow, is the day where I'll say, you know what? Okay, now's your day. Now's your go day. Now's the day you're going to go ahead and do all of the things. And let's just see if anything jumps up at me. Well, I did get my iPad in pink and the keyboard in pink, so I'm going to do that here because that's kind of a big deal, right? And then I am planning. I don't like these little round stickers as much as, you know, I tend to use them, but they do fit in smaller spots. And I do like this book in the sense that there's so many different kinds. Next week, I really need to push the workouts regardless. So we're going to start down here at the bottom. I'm going to put the workouts because today I'm going to try to build up my calories so that tomorrow I can do the walk, even if it means I do less chores. I find the walks are just really best for my mental health. Trying to think. You know what? Let's go back to my birthday. Did I do anything with balloons or anything? I didn't, but you know, I should. I'm not a real big celebrator of this stuff. But you know what? Like, how many times do you turn 53? Once, right? Okay, so we'll put 9. And then we'll put like a couple of these as blue. So as you can see, like when I do what I call planning, it's not really planning. It can be like retro planning. It can be, let's get you centralized here. And I hope that this headphone set is working. My brand new headphone set, by the way, I have to return. So I have to box that up, which reminds me. And I'm so frustrated with that one because I've used it 3 times. So I have to send it back. Put it in red. Box up and return headphone. They're noise cancellation ones. I've tried like the plugins, the connectors, everything, and it's the sets to Amazon. And there's the sirens. However, I don't feel like leaving the house again today. I've already left the house today. I went to the warehouse. I picked up more cat food because I stopped on the way home from the ferry and I went to Save On to get cat food. So I needed more cat food and then just some basics. Some bare basics. It's just me. I don't eat a whole lot and I don't want food waste. So, and I haven't like completely gone through my fridge yet, which will be this day. So I didn't want to buy too much stuff. Oh my gosh. Listen to me. Okay. And then after, as you all know, the plumber came and snaked out my toilet. It stopped like flushing again. No fault of my own, if you know what I'm saying. So I was like, what's going on here? So I had to go up there and basically do the soap trick. Okay, so if you don't know what the soap trick is, I had a friend once and her husband was a plumber. If you take Dawn dish soap, pour it in, okay, and then buckets of hot water and pour it in, okay, it dissipates everything in there and then boom. So I did that. Now I had to lift all that water, correct? And yeah, it wasn't good for my back. So if you see here, the sheet's all cut wrong. Let me just see if I can stand up and show you. The sheet is cut wrong. Like the silhouette was off. So I'm going to pull this one off to show you. See? So instead of it being like ruined, I am just going to do my stickers my way. Because I don't want to wreck them, right? I don't want to... I really wish our city would stop these sirens. Like, it's not helping my PTSD at all. Like, why are people like this? Like, why do we need to have these sirens all the time? Like, even when I was coming home from the ferry, like, I saw so many undercover highway patrolmen. And I was thinking to myself, we are a very small city. Like, what the heck? I don't even know if I can use these two. Let's hope I can. So I can, but I'm going to have to be careful. There we go. Because tonight, I want to take care of myself tonight, pamper myself. I have pink slippers. They're not bunny slippers, but they're pink, so good enough. And I'm going to scrub my tub as best as I can do it. Scrubbing tubs are hard for me because I have to lean over my tub, and leaning over anything, including my floors, it's very hard, but I do my best. It's just me in that tub, so it's just me. Okay, so we're gonna have to lay that down. Okay, so I didn't waste them, you guys. Like, I cut around them. So that's the goal tonight, with a good book. Let's see if they have a good book in here. Now the sun is out. I'm going to try that special cup of coffee or tea tonight. I'll do it in yellow. It's called the unicorn tea that my daughter got me, and I'm able to have it. So, okay. Okay. So I'm going to have a tea tonight. And yes, I'm planning for that, you guys, because often I have to plan a cozy night with unicorn tea. And that's from David's Tea. And I'm not sure, like she said, she's not even sure if they make it anymore, but I have enough to keep me going. It was in one of their specials, special kits or something. So, bath, clean clothes, and tea. And then reading. So you can see I already got a sticker down here of the flight. So I just find a book. It was raining. I really, really wish it had not stopped. It was just a good day for rain, if you know what I mean, but now it's sunny. Book. I keep looking for a book, you guys, and I swear to you. There we go. But these are planners. Book club. Okay. I'm reading a number of books right now, as you guys know. Some I'm annotating. And I have an annotating kit too. But the one that I picked up is, again, one that I fall back on sometimes. Like I fall back on books as a lazy reader. And it's Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I'm not sure if any of you have read this before, but like I bawl when I read it because I've always wanted to hike the PCT, which is the Pacific Crest Trail. And it starts down near the border of Mexico and it goes all the way up the west coast of the US, and then it comes into the Canadian border. And yet I never really got a chance. So I'd love to. What book? So I'm like a couple of chapters in, a good 2-3 books. And I'm not sure which one I want to continue. That's the thing. So pick one. Pick one and stick with it. And then, okay. I don't know what's left to do. I might put down some popcorn as a treat for later. I don't know, like if I make it plain, it's okay. Sorry, you guys, if you're not seeing. Money just seems to be going out the door with me. I don't even want to put it out. Oh, I should put a doctor sticker down for yesterday, right? No, day before yesterday? Yeah, Friday. And I'm just going to write in blue. I've got a black one. Do I have a blue one? I know I do somewhere. These nails sometimes, they hoop me up, you guys. Okay, come here. I don't know why I struggle with stationery. Maybe because now you have too much. That might be like a concept. Okay. Here it is. Okay. So I've had these kind of pens. I've got like, these are the brush sign pens. I've had these for a long time. So I'm going to put Dr. Edwards. At 1:30 p.m. UPCC. And then I'm just going to cross that little guy off, put him in his own little home. And then to color it up a bit, I'm just going to grab some mild liners of various colors because I did this, and I'll show you. I did this in my Avec, and it kind of makes for a nice looking week. So anywhere I've written in black, I do orange, and then in red, I can leave it alone or use this, it's like a beige. So then that way I can still see the red. And then I want a green there. This is one of my favorites, and it's dying. That's okay. That is okay. Knowing me, I've got a set somewhere in the house. So there we go. That was yesterday. It was overcast. I did see an overcast sticker, and even though it might be annoying to watch, what do I plan on eating today? I'm sorry, you guys. Sounds like something's at my front door. That's a bit of color there too. It does have a sticker, so I don't really need a sticker, but now I'm kind of like obsessed with, oh, I see I put that sticker in the wrong place. I shopped for my daughter then, so because she wasn't going to buy anything before her trip, and I was like, yeah, you are. I love you, but you have to have like more than that in your refrigerator. I said, don't worry, like if I have to, I'll go and check it out. And then of course another shop day, so we'll do another pink. Where are we going to put it? There's pink all over this page, so that's the problem. Maybe we'll do a shopping cart. even though I don't use shopping carts, because the bigger your shopping cart, the more you put in there. Comment below if you agree with me. Then what did I eat last night? I tried chicken last night, so but again, like I said, I don't think that helped me, because chicken, again, depending if it's fatty fryers, they tend to be fatty, right? Okay, and I think I got to move on from this book and come back to it. So what do I need to do? Today's 14th, rest day. By taking out the KISS system, there's no reset system. So I have to think about, if I'm not going to do a reset system, I have to think about a medical book. Medical weeks. Reset. Because I need to track certain things. So printables are easy. That's easy. It does itself. I have laundry to do. I have to do stickers. The problem with stickers, you guys, is that instead of just writing to do, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do load a laundry, maybe 2. I might do like bedding and personal. And then mild, clean. Now, the difference between having a rest day and puttering and a mild clean and actually cleaning, you guys, is when I clean, I clean. Like, not white glove, but definitely there's a huge difference. I start ripping things out from the wall. I start, looking for things. I find all sorts of, like, treasures. A mild clean is surface. So I don't get E. coli, that kind of thing. And then the third thing to do is just take care of me. And one of those things is I want to journal. Because I've got reading down here, but I don't have writing. So I want to journal. And there's various kinds of journals that I have. But I think mine will be the stream of consciousness one. And in that particular journal, I don't have any rules. There's no grammar rules. There's no, I have to spell things right. I just let it all come out. If it's one sentence and 50 ands and you name it, I'm okay with that. You have to be okay with doing this kind of thing for yourself to allow any kind of emotional overflow come down into your journal. Now, I have other journals. I have journals, as you've seen in my word of the day. I have my 5-year journal where I try to capture what I see in the world. that kind of stuff. So that is my dailies up to date, you guys. Any questions on various different journals that I do, let me know, because I have a number of them. And I even have a Dear Catherine journal, which is a journal that is, when I started it, was when my therapist went on leave, and I used to call her when I was having panic attacks. And then I thought, well, I'm not going to call her. I'm just going to journal in this book. And the book is an A4 Stalogy. And I found it really helpful. So I have like a mental health journal, basically. A stream of consciousness journal. I have a word of the day journal. I have, oh gosh, I think there's like 3 or 4 more. I have to look at the list of what they're specifically designed to do. Like one is a focused question, and you know, so anyway, that's that. We're going to remove this, because if somebody wants to see any of the stickers or stuff that I've brought in, I got to make sure how much time we've got left here. What time is it? 41 minutes. Okay, so let's look at this brute. And she is getting to be that way, and mainly because I'm trying to cover up my mistakes. Oh, this pen is going to stay with this one. And again, I'll say it if you're just jumping ahead. If you have a 2023 pen, I don't even care about the refills. Like if it's empty, right? But let me know, because I don't have one. And I'm seriously thinking of going on eBay to find it. So, okay. Now, I've been back and forth with my words here, checking and just putting little pink dots with, I do have the real deal, only, you know, these are like the mild liner version, but I do have like the dot markers, but they're upstairs, and so these can stay down here. And so the words that I've done, I've basically like just dotted beside, but I haven't gone through all of them. I did outline this page, and I quite like it. You know, the yellow brings out the brown in these animals. Same with that. I love the crinkle of the paper. This one feels to me like it should be colored in, but I'm trying to think what color. We'll go with that. Let's try this one. Now, heads up, you guys, when I get into this book, there's no order. I don't know what I don't have any particular plans. I tried at one point to try to guide myself with notes on what some of the videos are, and there have been a long time ago, sounds like a Don McLean song, there have been attempts at me doing specific videos, but generally speaking, I work best on the fly. So that's how my brain works best. I do something called broccoli, which is jumping from topic to topic. And if I don't finish a sentence, my apologies, but if you stick around long enough, chances are I will. Or I'll catch it and I'll answer it in the next video, because I'll make note of it. That is part of what I live with and have been living with since I've been 5 years old. And I am 53, so as you can imagine, a very long time without my ever having known what it was doing to me. So that all being said, I'm not somebody who really cares for all the labels other than to understand them. Okay, so once I got over the shock of it all, and once I got over the fact that, gee whiz, this would have been like good to know, and you know, I had no requirement for the labels, none. I'm a highly functional individual to a point. I don't people well. That's the point. Many people say that they're introverts or extroverts. Me, I mask all the time. If I'm out with people, I will mask. And for years, people have thought me to be extroverted because that was the mask I just automatically put on. However, I used to have, well, depending on the person really, but there's about 3-4 people that I can do 2 hours of time with. Most other people, it's under an hour. And then I'm just wiped. Now, I love that. I absolutely love the fact of that big, bright pink pop. And so I'm also going to bring it up to this bubble up here. And since it's written in red, it's going to practically eradicate what's underneath it, which is fine. But I like putting color down in 3s. And yes, I just jumped off the topic of explaining myself. But it really doesn't need any more than that. And even still, I didn't really go into a deep dive because I didn't want to be influenced by what symptoms were on the page and my behaviors, if that can make sense. It wasn't until menopause hit me, like full on, that my symptoms, and especially after I got double pneumonia in 2023 in the summer, like I ruined my birthday party. My kids were going to throw me. And what can I say, you guys? I had to start acknowledging that something was amiss, and no, it wasn't easy. So here we are. I started going into this here, and I love doing this. These little doodly doos. If you go back a bit, you guys watched me do all of this, but I didn't go into the specific like line works. Some of them like this one I did a little bit more, but like this is just so comforting to me. And then on this one, because this is where the pages were starting to separate when I cut out the that log tracker, I thought I'd better put something here. So these are from Keleva Plan. Her name is Heather. And then this is this week. And I chose to do this week with simply picking a few of these colors here, these milk liners. So there was the orange, the pink, the blue. I think there was a purple one too. There's the purple and the green. So I used these 5 and did this. And I think it looks pretty good, you guys. No kits, nothing. Week 37. And then I put this kit down for next week, which is pretty much the same kit that's in here, but you can't see it because it's really pale, right? I mean, you have to get up close to see the Hubman and Chub Girl. And that was an April kit. That was like, my goodness, what was it? Like for rainy days or whatever. So I do have this other kit that it's called Sugary Sticker. And I got this at Daiso in Vancouver when I went over with my daughter. There's a haul on this channel. that says Daiso Haul. These stickers were, I think, $2.50 each. And I can't find a couple of them, which, you know, they've got to be around. I must have been sorting them and put them in books like I've done here. Because sometimes I'll come along and insert stickers into the books where I think I want them to be, like that. And so it's very possible I've put them into a book. So I'm just going to take it out of the plastic. And what I like about these is this page here. Because, and I'm going to show you, if you look at this page, it's quite thick. It fits practically perfectly inside of the weeks. So I'm going to cut it. There's the boys out playing. Okay, and so now I have a divider. So next week is the 15th, goes to the 28th. So then I can actually put the divider behind the washi. And you're asking yourself, maybe, I don't know, why would you do that, Mel? For a couple of reasons. Number one, I can use the back to put on like sticky tabs. Like so. And I love these colors for the season, even though it is like my least favorite season, you guys. Let's see if I can find a different one. Don't need too many of them. So it makes kind of a little mini dashboard in the center. And that's why, like, I always think when you're purchasing anything, you're paying a fortune for what you're purchasing, right? Because the manufacturers are paying a fortune. So may as well use that part up too. So I'm just going to come along. Sorry if that sentence was just all whacked out. And just add a bit of tape, which is my stationery best friend, as most of you know. And then flip her over and do the same. And if it's in the way, I'll just pull it up and just secure it down. I've seen so many people like use rulers, and they're very meticulous. I'm not. I'm a slap slosh kind of planner, you guys. Things hang out of my planners, like, yeah, like it's just my preferred way. Everybody has a preferred way. This is mine. So now I've got some stickers there. I've got that there. I might put a mini pocket there, but in the meantime, here we are on a new week right here. Right here, Wednesday the 1st. And I don't have a first sticker anywhere near me, do I? So I'm just going to, for the point of this, put it in. Okay, that doesn't want to work. Why not? Okay, now we have to let that dry, because if we don't, gel pen will make that run. But there we are for the weeks, and all I've done is use the packaging, added some sticky tabs, and we can move that out. So if I was tracking like which of my planners I was like playing with, if you will, because that's what I do. I play. I don't plan, I play. Then I could tick that off. It would be, oh wow, look what you did. You got to, you know, play in that planner today. So all I'm going to do with this one now, before I show you what stickers I got, is just lay these ones down. She has subtle charm. The wind blows. I like to read a book in the park. Okay. So I like her. And these sticker backings are really good too. So I'm just going to go with my gut, which is not thinking. Not thinking at all. And just doing whatever it is my instinctual self tells me to do. And I love that I don't think, because I don't know, I might hurt myself. You've all heard that saying, sit down before you hurt yourself. I feel like that sometimes, you guys. I really do. And I love taking up spaces that are like, do you see what I mean? Like, not designed necessarily for like this column or this column or this column or this column. It doesn't have to be a Monday to Friday thing with me, and I like that a lot. Okay, what just flew off of there? Oh, a little ink pen thing. It's kind of cute. We'll put you up here. I love this window with the breeze. We'll put you down there, and shoes. Put you there. So what I love about this too is, again, here we go. This paper here is great sticky paper. This, of course, you could use if you wanted to frame on other paper. Like I've been a crafter for a while, so like I'm just grabbing a paper. This is called travel artist paper. Okay, so I'm just going to, above that or below it, just stick it down. Okay, and then if I want to take an X-Acto knife and cut out these pieces again, I can, and then I'm going to have this design on the back because I've done this. So I don't know if you guys wanted that information, care about that information, or if it gives you an idea, but I hope it does. And then this can be like 3-hole punched for like my secretary, which, oh guys, if I went to get my secretary right now, I'd have a collapse. But and then I could put a couple of stickers on it. So I tend to be a bit of a, what most people would think of, you know, hoarder maybe, I don't know, of paper stuff. But yeah, that's what I do. And then in the next couple of, like, here's one already done. And then I've got week 41 and then week 42. So in week 41, if I go back and do something like this, or just add like watercolor like this, whatever I happen to do, it doesn't matter, because I tend to journal and put appointments. But then once I've done it, I don't really care about it. I've passed the week. It's done. So I can like paint and do whatever I want all over the paper, right? And if I miss one, well, I managed to get like the key parts of that week down. And I'm not wasting the paper. I'm still enjoying it. This one, obviously, I had a lot to write about. And now I've got this gorgeous page down. And I just love it. Like, I love these Daiso stickers. But at $2.50 a sheet, you guys, you can bet I'm maximizing the entirety of that sheet. So, and then I made this myself out of like just plastic and washi, essentially. So I can put that on week 39. You see? And then, let's see, was there anything in the back? Oh, I put in some other stickers. There's something hard back here too. Here's another backing. And I don't think, so it was oranges here. So I knew I had some oranges, so I went in and grabbed them. Spiced apple is there. And these were July. Sugar plum. I don't even know what a sugar plum looks like, you guys. If you know, can you comment? Is that a sugar plum? I'm going to put it down. It may not be, but visions of sugar plums dance in your head. So I might come back here and write my favorite, like, Christmas memory, which I already know. I already know. Involved my sister. She wasn't often kind to me when I was little, but on this particular day, she sure was. And then there's something else. They look like the same kind of deal. So a lot of these I got Stationery Pal or Sticky Club. But feel free to ask me, and I'll go back in my journals and find out for you, you guys. I'm not one to put links. Otherwise, it would take me forever to get up a video, okay? Here's a food one, so I can fill it all with food stickers if I wanted to. But maybe I want to go back and write first about this day. So that's why I'm just going to leave them there. Now, oh yeah, let me finish that sentence. I'm not one to leave links. It would take me all day to do that. Okay, like some of us have disabilities. One of them, for me, like I said, is I'm struggling because in menopause, with me waiting for hormone therapy, now, after 20 years of not being on it and it amplifying my ADHD the way it has and other things, it's also amplified my dyslexia, which I overcame when I was, well, you don't overcome it, but you become trained or conditioned in society to, you know, like I was also switched from left-handed to right-handed, like, I have stories, you guys, but I don't want to get into them. That's the thing, okay? There's reasons why I see a therapist 3 times a week. And I know we're past the hour, but I thought I'd give you a bonus being that it's a Sunday and that a lot of people today are, you know, out with their families, and maybe you're not. Maybe you're sitting at home and you just want to chill out, do some art in the background. And so I'm just letting this run. It's going to take me a little bit longer to upload it, but by tonight, maybe after your bath or your shower and your cozy PJs and your, you know, comfortable time, maybe you can sit after your babies are laying in bed, or your husband's watching his football game, or your wife is doing whatever, and have your time. So sometimes I don't mind going past the hour. I never did either before I took my channel down. And I know, like, you know, it's harder now that I have less than 1,000 people because YouTube wants to screen my videos prior to. So actually, maybe that being said, maybe I'll just do 2. maybe I will just show you the rest of this book, and then I'll come back with a haul for those that want to see it. Otherwise, we'll skip it. So I haven't done the mist or the light. I haven't like gone back and filled these in. I did fix this page up, you guys. It was a little too dark. This picture was about nature. I did it in watercolor. You can only on Tomoe, is it Tomoe or Tomoe? I always call it Tomoe. Tomoe River paper, I can only do 2 washes, okay? If I'm using like any other paper, I can do more. This one here, the word was path. That was 9/11, and yeah. Then I did roots. Now, for some reason, I thought it was snow. But what's interesting is that this one here looked like snowdrops. But I read it wrong. It was roots, and I had a double of snow, so I had to change it anyway. So I've got roots down here, but I also just came along with the giant sticky, and no biggie. And then yesterday was travel, and I don't know, I might color in here, or I might do more journaling in here, and then here's trees. Well, I was driving, I live on an island that's covered in trees, you guys. And this spread here was to do with my daughter going to Japan. And then I did bubble out all of these words right up until, see this one that has chocolate? Well, I'm thinking about it, and while I have you, I keep my washi tapes on these rings for the most part. And I'm just going to come along and... Thank goodness I'm not a perfectionist. Just going to lay that down, and put some of this down. I don't want to lose that one. Will that one stay? Oh, good. So there's chocolate. And then clothes. So I went ahead and I just marked them for all of September, basically. I put my tetanus shot information in here because most of you know about my raccoons. And yeah, so if you want to see a haul, I am absolutely going to upload this, then give it a couple of hours, and then I'll do another haul. Maybe the haul will be tomorrow, okay, depending on how long YouTube takes to upload. But yeah, I never thought of that. I never thought of anything when I took my channel down, and I took my channel down, as most of you know, because somebody found out some information about my family that they shouldn't have actually known. So that's why. And I've had a few people email me saying, was it them? And it had nothing to do with anybody that I know or I've had interactions with on YouTube. Just in case you're wondering, it had to do with, everything's to do with somebody that we knew, our family, in our personal life, at one point, that shouldn't have known anything about something that was personal. And I thought, if they're getting information from my channel, I have to pull it down. It was that quick decision. So I couldn't clarify it at the time, okay? And I was advised just to put them on hold. But by that point, and here's maybe a tip for other people, try not to make emotional decisions or permanent decisions based on an emotional reaction. But I tend to be that way. I tend to jump that way. So we've seen a few things, you guys, today, and I do want to do the sticker haul. I have these stickers, these ones. Oh, and this, to show you if you're interested. Let me know in the comments. I'll do haul videos if you want me to, you guys. I'll even test out the color of the Uniballs. What can I say? I have been flexing my financial muscles. And if you have the 2023 pen, please, 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 please let me know. I'll make it worth your while, you guys, okay? If not, I'll go on eBay, because I'm pretty, like, once I want something, I'm pretty much gonna get it. So anyway, remember, we are all perfectly imperfect. You are loved, needed, and wanted far, far more than you will ever know. I hope you have a blessed, beautiful Sunday, you guys. I really, truly do. And that your families are happy, satisfied, comfortable, fed, warmth, and feel embraced by love. Bye for now.